Guys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have a family member, like someone in your family that keeps saying you're repeating yourself. You're saying the same thing all the time, which you're not. What you're trying to do is you're trying to fit in with them, trying to tell them what your interests are, and it's okay for them to tell you what your interests are and theirs, but they don't listen to your interests. It's just stupid. It's like a pacifist people that don't don't like war, talking about war and violence. These are different. These people are narcissism people. They only want to know what they want to know. They don't want to know about anyone else and their conversations. So what's the point of speaking to these type of people? Well, don't ring them, don't call them up anymore. Imagine having a dad in your family, and say you have a granddad, obviously, and your granddad annoys your father in your family, and then your dad doesn't want to speak to his dad anymore, and you wonder why. Do you know what I mean? You wonder why your son doesn't want to talk to you anymore, because the same ways you're perceiving yourself, what you're doing to me, saying to me, I'm repeating myself and saying the same things all the time. Maybe he's seen what you've been doing and what you've been saying, and he doesn't want to speak to you or call you. But that's your problem. You've made it the way it is for you, and it's okay for that narcissism person to put the pain onto you and pass it over to you and say you're the problem. Just because the conversation is not that interesting enough and it's boring, that's why they always say you're repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. Stop saying the same thing. It's because they don't know what else to say themselves, and they want to make themselves look big and strong and macho and whatever what they want to think. Let them feel good. But the thing is, you can lose friends over that. That's why your granddad or your son don't speak. Mother or daughter, brother or sister may have the same problem with their family. I thought I'd do a video about this and explain it. I find it very annoying and irritating. You try and explain the situation to your granddad or your uncle, if you've got one, obviously. I've got family too, had their own problems and whatever. But this is for the people that actually struggle and have the same problems what I do have. Some of my family don't want to know me, that's fine. I live my life, you know what I mean? But when they expect you to listen to their problems and help them, why should you help them? Just say, well, you're never there listening to me when I was there trying to tell you about my problems. You just took the piss out of me and laughed at me behind my back and started, sort of not acknowledging me, thinking I'm stupid. When you look at people, sometimes you can tell what they think. Is this guy stupid? Is this guy for real? Does this guy know what he's speaking about or talking about? Let's see how long I've been there for. About 3 minutes I've been there for now. I'm watching this woman on YouTube. She's called When People Repeat Themselves. She's talking about how annoying and irritated it can be. But saying that, if you've got autism, you've got ADHD, you're autistic, like me, and I wear a badge. Sometimes it's our own way of trying to express our way in the world, and people to understand us. Just because they don't understand, and they fit in with their friends and their people, we have our own way of fitting in. That makes any sense. What winds me up about my family, I'm going to tell you, when you have a conversation with them, and it's not interesting enough for them to understand, they say it's boring, and they end the conversation. Well, what's the point of me calling you and texting you? That's how it feels to me too. And some people probably don't bother with their family because of that situation. If you're going to try and build bridges with family, build bridges. But you're not building any bridges when you're doing this. The more times you keep saying to people, you're repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. Stop saying the same thing. You're just going to push your family away from you. They don't want to know. If people want to speak their mind, let them speak their mind. If they don't want to, then you don't want to listen. That's your problem. You don't have to listen. And then they come with a thing. They come with this other thing on their mind. Oh, you're putting words into our mouth. You're making me agree with you and all this rubbish and monarchy. Which it's not. People are just being who they are. What's wrong with being different? Some people are scared of being different. I'm being me, you're being you. But they can't acknowledge that and understand that. So, and they say, oh, the conversation's pointless. Well, not really. They're making the conversation pointless. And they don't want to drag the conversation on because they're being selfish. And they like to put all the blame onto you that you're the problem. Well, you're not the problem. If you people listen out there, they're the problem. They're doing the damage. And then when people get locked up in these mental homes and prisons and police stations and hospitals just because of their family, they've done it to them, not them. Their family are making them crazy, not them. Just because they don't want to listen to them. Well, why should people listen to you then? You see what I'm saying? They won't speak to their friends and family the way they'd speak to you. It's like they're singling you out as a black sheep. They don't want to know. And they think it's funny picking on someone in the family because they just find it funny and everybody else that's around them. They put on an act to make it look like that you're the problem and they're not the problem and they're doing the damage. That's how it appears to me. I don't know if you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, agree with what I'm saying. Some of you may have had this before, some of you may not. But this is what it's coming to now and going down to now. People spread a lot of lies and rumours. Some people get away from these type of people because they mess their brain up. But tell me what you think about this. Do you have the same problems I'm having? Or do you? Or don't you? Or do you know people that do? You know, what is wrong with people these days? They're the problem, that they're ill, not the problem. And they've got problems in there. You're not the problem. Remember that. You're just trying to get through life. They are as well, but the thing is, they're the one who's confused, and they're trying to make you confused and drag you down to their level, which is wrong. Anyway, I better go. Thank you for joining me. Take it easy. Peace.